Good morning. So we're going to get some electrical done for the mini split today. I got some parts here. This is for the inside box. We're going to feed through a sleeve, a couple of bushings into a shutoff, and then some watertight that goes right into the unit itself over there. So we're going to get going on that. Not going to spend a ton of time on this today, because I want to spend some time with my girls. So let's see what we can get done. So this is my box. Eaton. Get a C240 volt air conditioner disconnect. Not very big. I mean, I think they make smaller ones, but this is what we're going to use. This will be fed through the wall by this box, and then we'll have the bushing in between with the we'll make our splice in. Actually, the Romex the MC will go through this box, terminate here, feed through, terminate on this, and then we'll change to stranded wire if we need to, and go to our watertight that goes up to the housing on the outside of this unit here. So it's going to go right to here, and then plumb in there, and then so this will swing right. You can imagine this being the outside. This will swing right from here up to the wall. There'll be a disconnect on the outside, and it'll plumb right through and come in here and then run over to our panel, which is right there. So this, technically, we're only going maybe 8 feet, which is great. So I got this 12 foot, 12 gauge. 12 gauge is appropriate for this application. 18,000 BTU, dual 20 amp, 220 breaker. So that is what I got. So we're going to get going with that and see how far we can get. So this is our shut off. It just has it's just a pull disconnect. You just pull it out, flip it over and insert it. It just connects your two hot sides. The ground inside, I think, is just a common, it has just a bridge clamp or a grounding bar. I can't even think what it's called. So we're going to use a knockout here to feed through power from inside the building out through the wall. It will come out here, terminate on one side. Both the hots go on one side, and then the lines and then the outs go here for each hot leg, and then it'll go out to the other side to a flex, watertight flex, and then to our AC unit. So this is pretty straightforward, about as simple as it gets as far as disconnect goes. The question is, where do you mount it, right? Because our connections are going to be on this side. So I got the lines approximately there. We're going to coil the slack here. I've got the lines there for the refrigerant. I think our power is going to go here, but I don't think I want it. Could do it low. I guess the shutoff could be right there. I don't want to put it too high. Put it below. See, we have fasteners. That spot, and so we're going to go below and go right here with our shutoff, and the power will come through here. And it's probably the best bet. All right. So let's go here. We're going to go right here, I think. Got a couple of these humps on the sheet metal to contend with. I think we can get right on those. You're looking pretty good. I don't have 3 hands and I don't have a very good magnetic bit. Nope, that's not going to work. So what are we going to do here? Just go like this. I don't have the right bit for this. Okay, that's not going to be ideal. I need my level. I'm gonna grab a level. Should be good there. See if we can get this in here. I don't think this is gonna stay. So I was advised to connect this box with some fasteners to the other box. Makes sense to me. Need to get a longer bit to do this top screw. I got a top screw when I get in here, so it's nice and secure. And I'm gonna actually index this hole and then drill it through, punch it through. Go get this nice big rung up here in the top. Sheet metal's not real thick, so you've got to be discerning about the amount of pressure you're using, because you're going to blow the threads right out of a self-tapper. I'm going to drill this hole here for our feed through. It's about centered. We're going to probably don't need to, but I might just throw a bead of silicone around this, at least on the top edge. Keep intrusion, like water intrusion down, but you're gonna have things, creepy crawly stuff that goes up behind this. But the box is it's an exterior box. It's designed, it's got an overhang like this. It's designed to keep weather out. So let's figure out where that is on the inside. So where does this come through? Right there. And we're going to take this guy, basically, which feeds from our panel. And it's going to go, I guess we could just do like this. So it's going to feed into the top, do a little loop, and then go right through. And this is going to be our splice box. I don't know if I'm going to cut through the foam or not. I mean, this whole thing's going to be grounded. I should. There's a lot of foam here, though. We're going to have to get through some of that, I think. I'll make an outline of the box and then remove some of it and see how much we need to get rid of for our pass-through. All right. We're going to try this again because I used a Harbor Freight hole saw last time and it was extremely disappointing. I mean, color me surprised. So we'll go fairly low speed. We're just going to lay the teeth over on that thing anyways, going through sheet metal, but we'll give it a shot. So might have to remove the box here to get in here. I think I will, actually. This bit is so dull. This pilot bit that it won't even go through the sheet metal. It's disappointing. This. Loosen that. Very disappointing. Remove these. Put that off. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this going. Go tighten this pilot bit. Aga continues. I'm going to use a good bit to get this hole big enough. We just need this to hold the. See? Oh, jeez. Is that really too much to ask? Harbor Freight. I love you sometimes and I hate you sometimes. It's cutting, it's not. Ooh, she's a little wobbly. Get on there. It's working. There you go. Wow. Hey, I didn't think it was going to work that well, but I got some foam in there from or sheet metal in there. We got to get that out of the way so we can get the foam out. All right, so we got our plug out, our steel plug out. So we're just going to take and right through our foam, which is much easier to cut than sheet metal. So we got a nice little so let's see how that works with the boxes. So here's our pass through. So again, got a slug here, threaded slug that basically will take the bushings. We're just going to go right through from box to box. If we go inside the box like that, that's how much thread we got with the foam on there. And as you can see, we will not have enough. So we're going to have to ditch the foam on the inside. And then we'll have a good pass through the bushing on either side for our electrical feed. The one concern I have is not about grounding or anything like that. We're not going to have any exposed leads. This will be grounded to the building. But when we bring in our MC right here, we're going to have an interference because we have to sink this box about 1 inch, and that's already less than ½ inch from being right in direct contact. So we're just going to have to make a relief in the foam right here for the MC. That's okay. Just one of those things that I didn't plumb the electrical for this air conditioner beforehand. I did everything else in the garage, but you know, hindsight being 2020, I probably should have done that. But I didn't want to do it wrong, and I wasn't sure where the AC was going to be, so it didn't seem like the right order of operations. So, all right, moving on. I think we got it. So, square peg, square hole. Of course, we got our electrical going in right there, so I had to make a relief for our MC whip, which is okay. I can always spray foam. I mean, it's pretty snug, so I don't really think it's going to be a problem. I'll seal it exterior with silicone, and then we can put some foam around this. It's really windy right here. Sorry, I got my fan on. It's already like 90 something. And we'll connect the two boxes through with some washers and bolts, and it'll be good. Okay, next step. Keep looking over here, and the camera's over here. Okay. You're right there. Sorry. So while you weren't looking, I got this aligned. I got some hardware through it, and that goes right through. You get it. I mean, it's not, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be good. So that's what I got. We're not gonna do a service loop in here. It just goes right into the box. We can put a little loop on the other side. It's made the most sense. I mean, they're almost touching, but from an install standpoint, it's solid. This box is really solid. I got a good cover for it. This is gonna get routed up underneath here and hidden away because this is open on the bottom, all the way over to our panel, plumbed in with our breaker, and we should be good. I robbed you guys a little bit. I got my cover on here. I didn't show the whole process, but for now, we're just gonna snug this up. And I gotta go get my straps for this. We'll tie this up underneath here. Goes way up inside it, it's all hollow. You can see. And I'll show you what we got going on outside. All right, so this is overkill. This watertight's too big, like one size too big. I could have used, this is 3/4. I could have used a ½ inch, but I had this when I did my hot tub install. So we got our disconnect here, and then our lines, our refrigerant lines, and pretty soon we're gonna put the mini split on here, but we have to wait until the concrete's cured. It hasn't even been a day. It's been about a day, but I want to wait another day or two and then do it. So we'll catch back up with you on the next one, and got to plumb that electrical into the panel. So. That's it for now. I got her secured all the way down. It's going to come out underneath here. I think we're just going to take this loop and make a little loop here and go right into the bottom of the box. I've already got a breaker spot for it. There's going to be a dual 20 right here, and we'll label it AC. And my other lights are here already, my other circuits, my outlets, and my lights. So next time we will we'll hook up the electrical to the condenser and at the panel at the same time. Hopefully have our refrigerant lines hooked up by then, and then we can get a vacuum pump. I already have a manifold gauge set to put a vacuum on the system to ensure that there's no leaks. And then we'll charge the system and we'll turn it on. And then we should have wonderful air conditioning. Next project is going to be to build a filter box for above that. And I left enough room because if I do any work in here, dust, anything like that at all, it's going to get sucked right in the top. And there's some filter material in there, but it's not going to keep the thing from getting dirty. And then we can use cheap replaceable furnace filters on it, like 20 by 20 filters or something more narrow maybe. And then it'll increase the longevity of our unit and its efficiency, because the cleaner it is, the more efficient it's going to be. So see you on the next one.